Good evening, everybody. Welcome again to the 14 Eagles Screen Share webinar. My name is Gregory Phillips. I'll be your host tonight. We hope you guys had a great week. A lot of beautiful things going on with the 14 Eagles platform. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background that, you guys need to know that you need to bring your friends and family. I know I sound like a broken record, but you need to bring your friends and family to the 14 Eagles platform every Thursday night. Let them hear this information for themselves. Let them be their own decision maker. We can't make the decision for them. You can't make the decision for them. All we can do is put them in front of the platform and let them see for themselves what they have in their midst. They decide to take it upon themselves to join us. So with that being said, Brian, you have the floor. But family, please bring your friends and family. Let them see what we got to offer.
All right. Thank you, Greg, and welcome everyone to the Thursday night 14 Eagles webinar and conference call. As always, you could be anywhere else tonight, but you chose to be here, and we really appreciate that. And as always, just to give a quick update on our platform, everything is moving smoothly on the platform. I think people are starting to get acclimated to the new way that we send the gifts out through the platform, where they can basically confirm their gifts themselves as they send them out by placing the receipts into the receipt box and clicking on it, and it automatically confirms that that person received the gift. So therefore, the person that received the gift, they don't have to do anything but just receive their gifts 24/7. Okay, so we think that's fantastic, and everybody's starting to get acclimated to that, and we're really proud of that. So, to get into what we want to talk about tonight, okay? This is a very, it's somewhat formal but informal presentation that we want to give to the people that have really not seen 14 Eagles and not really familiar with 14 Eagles and what we're all about. And so that's what we're, catering this to tonight, just to let you know, to give you the concept of 14 Eagles, because we're much different than most of the platforms out there that do what we do, okay? And so we want to distinguish that point right now during this presentation. And so the first thing that I want to do is bring your attention to our community website, which is located at www.14eaglesden.com. And when you come to the site, we're very proud of this site. We've had it up now for a couple of years, and people are starting to get used to the site. There's not a lot of frills and thrills on this site, but it's just enough information to get you to understand what 14 Eagles is really all about, okay? And that's the main key here, okay? Because we're more than what people think we are, and that's the thing that we want to try to get across. And so as you come to the 14 Eagles community website, one of the things that we really want to bring across to your attention is our welcome on the home page. If you scroll down a little ways, and you'll see on the home page we have what is called our welcome. And we really encourage you to take a look at the welcome and read this welcome, because this is going to kind of put 14 Eagles in perspective for you. It's gonna give you the concept of why we're here, okay? And basically, we're here to build a virtual community, okay? A community where all of us can work together. No matter what part of the world we're in, we can all work together, okay? And if we do this virtually, then we can do whatever we want to do. We're in our own realm when we do it in the virtual world, okay? It's very difficult in the real world for us to get together, come together, break bread together, and we wish we could do that. Especially in these days and times, it's very difficult to do that. It's very difficult to even get on the plane to go somewhere, much less get in a car to go somewhere, okay? So, as much as they've been trying to keep us apart with this pandemic all around the world, it's kind of changed the way that we do things. And in some respects, I would say it's a blessing, okay? Because now we get to open up our minds. We get to open up our hearts, and do things differently now, okay? Because I'm telling you, we're not going back to the old way. Everything from this point on is going to be a new way of doing things. And we're going to do things in the new way to benefit the people, not corporations and governments. And that's what this is all about. So take a look at the welcome, read the welcome, and so you can get a good perspective of what 14 Eagles is all about. We're a virtual community, and we want to build a virtual community all around the world. And we're going to come together, and we're going to work with each other, and we're going to make everyone that comes into our community, we're going to make them prosper, okay, by working together and bringing all of our talents and all of our endeavors together into this one community, okay? That's what it's all about. And then also, we encourage you to scroll a little further and take a look at our video row. On our video row, we have a series of videos. And in these videos, they're going to help you get into the right frame of mind when you're doing or getting involved with 14 Eagles. These videos right here will kind of like expand your thinking, okay, and expand your conscious awareness. That's what we're trying to do, okay, because, you know, it's one thing to come together and work together, but it's another thing to go in the same direction and to prosper, okay? And so we have to be thinking in one accord to do that. And this is what these videos will do, okay? It will help expand our thinking, expand our conscious mind, our conscious awareness, so we can understand what's going on around us in the real world, okay? All the different things that's going on with corporations and governments and vaccines and pandemics and banking systems and all of these different things, okay, that we really weren't that aware of. Well, we're going to make you more aware of those type of things. And that's what 14 Eagles is here to do, help you to expand your thinking and your conscious awareness. So therefore, you can make more proper decisions for you and your family, okay? All right, and if you don't do anything else, we encourage you to sign up for our newsletter, okay? Sign up for our newsletter so you can get our email updates that we send out on a weekly basis. Why? Most importantly, not just knowing what's going on with 14 Eagles, but also getting our video of the week. See, our video of the week that we send out, it gives you information that you don't get on the mainstream media. Okay, it gives you information that the governments and corporations refuse to give to you. Okay, so we're giving you something that you can really sink your teeth into and go and research and study for yourself. We don't dictate to you, we just provide information to you. So therefore, you get that information, you go out and you seek out where that information is going to take you. Okay, because I guarantee you, if you take this information that comes through our videos of the week every week, if you take that information and you go and research it, it's going to open you up to a whole nother world of information, okay? And that's what's going to expand your thinking and expand your conscious awareness, okay? So we really encourage you to do that once you get a chance. But then it brings us back to our community, because what we're here to do is we're here to work with one another. We're here to help each other. We're here to bring whatever endeavors and talents that you have. But we also have a platform to where we want you to connect with other people. We want you to be able to bring people to our platform, but it's got to be a mutual thing. And so we're looking for people that's going to connect with others and bring them to our virtual community so we can prosper and grow. Now, my question to you is, are you a connector? Are you someone that has some type of influence over others where you can get them to connect with a community such as 14 Eagles? This is what we're looking for. And so we have a little video that we want to show you that gives you a good perspective of what we're talking about as far as being a connector and why we need to connect with one another. Check this out.
Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? Let me tell you a quick little story that has nothing and everything to do with the future of our world and how you fit into it. In 1917, the United States faced a huge problem. They were working hard to compete in the industrialized economy, and there was a shortage. Not a shortage of oil or coal or other natural resources, a shortage of people, specifically obedient factory workers. The solution to this economic dilemma? It was an experiment of sorts. It hadn't been done before, until someone thought of it. Mandatory public school. Unfortunately, the initial purpose of the United States public school system was not to inspire children or generate scholars. And it wasn't created for dreamers, people who color outside the lines, break the rules, and challenge the status quo. The public school system of the early 1900s was invented to create a nation full of adults who would obediently do their jobs in the factory assembly lines. Teaching kids to sit in straight rows and scheduling the entire day with the ringing of bells wasn't by chance. Punishing those who didn't conform was purposeful. These were the skills they would need to join the labor force. Intentional or not, this early method of turning dreamers into workers was an investment in the nation's economic future. And it worked. This then led to several generations of productive, fully employed workers. But it isn't working anymore. Why? Our economy has changed. We don't live in an industrialized economy anymore. We live in a connected economy. Right now, there are more users on Facebook than there were people on the planet 200 years ago. Technology has made it possible for us to connect with people, ideas, and information from anywhere in the world instantaneously. And as a result, our economies have expanded from localized towns and communities to the entire world. We have globalized trade in nearly every way. In the past, the obedient, do-what-you're-told without question people were rewarded for working hard and putting their dreams aside in order to toe the line. They were given well-paying jobs that led to long-term careers. They were guaranteed pensions, benefits, and the promise that they would always be taken care of. And they were. But that promise is gone for most of us today. Even if you have a white-collar job, the majority of white-collar workers are still working in a factory. Instead of operating a sewing machine or welding a widget, they now push pencils, type on keyboards, or process paperwork. It's still factory work because the entire focus of the day is spent on increasing productivity, which leaves little room for creativity, spontaneity, or individuality. The educated, hard-working masses are still doing what they're told, but they're no longer getting what they deserve. Even if you do everything you are told to do today, graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, work hard in whatever job you can find, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not guaranteed anything. Companies are being forced to change or die right now. Layoffs happen much more often than job openings appear, and the highest paying jobs are disappearing or heading overseas at an alarming rate. If you have a job where your boss tells you exactly what to do, he or she will always find someone cheaper than you to do it. Did you know that the average length of a job today is about 4.5 years? Contrast that to the 1960s when it was 40 years. The connected economy rewards a different group of people. It rewards the people who see things differently, who don't conform, people who have ideas that no one else has, people who are willing to work hard but know that the old way of doing things is broken. The connected economy rewards you not for being a cog in the wheel of life, but for standing up and reaching out. The connected economy rewards the connectors. Whether it's connecting a person to a person, a business to a business to a product, or a product to a person, those who learn how to connect are the ones who will survive and excel in the connected economy. That is how the world has changed. It's not about to change. It already has. Things are different now, and they're not going back to the way they used to be. Look at Facebook. What's their product? It's you. Your network, your information, your ideas, they all have value. Does Facebook pay you for the money they make selling your information to advertisers? No. But we still use it because we have an innate desire to connect with people. In fact, neuroscientists have found that we are actually hardwired to connect with each other. Some people know how to leverage this innate ability in today's economy, but most don't. And because they don't know how to do it, most of them are paralyzed with fear, resisting the shift, despite clear indications telling them it's time to change. In 1917, a group of people performed an experiment that forever changed the way that we earned a living. The world today is facing another huge problem. We're facing a shortage of our own. Not a shortage of factory workers or consumers. The world has enough of those. We have a shortage today of dreamers and connectors. And so, we're holding our own little experiment. And you happen to be the subject of it. This 8-minute presentation was specifically designed to seek out and find the connectors around us. Those who recognize that we are on the brink of the next economic revolution, who are ready to thrive in the connected economy, and who are searching for the best way to do it. The internet and technology are rapidly changing the way that we do everything today, including how we make a living. It's not too late to embrace the change and find a way to make yourself relevant and profitable in our brave new world. And that's why we've invited you here today. We've created something that rewards you for connecting. It pays you for bringing people together behind a cause, product, or idea. And we have systematized it and made it so that you can do it from anywhere with anyone at any time. If you are passionate about helping people, if you are passionate about changing lives, if you want to position yourself to be a capitalizing force within the connected revolution instead of just a bystander, let's start now. Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? How about the moment you realized you could change with it? Are you ready for the details?
All right. Are you a connector? Are you someone that can connect with people and work with others to build a future? Because, see, it's time out for bowing down to governments and corporations. It's time for us to come together as a people, okay, and do what we need to do to take care of our own selves. Stop being dependent on others to take care of us for what we can do for ourselves. Does that make sense? We're here to build a community of people who can work together to create their own future. And we don't have to go looking for governments and corporations. This is the whole premise of what we're doing here at 14 Eagles. We're bringing everything together, okay? And so we hope that you'll get an opportunity to see that as we go through this. You know, 14 Eagles, we're more than what people think that we are. And one of the things that we've done is we've collaborated with other platforms as well that have the same philosophies that we have here at 14 Eagles. You know, one of the philosophies that we have here is to help people get out of debt and to eliminate poverty in the world, right? Because we feel like debt is a cancer that creates a sickness called poverty. And so we're trying to eliminate all of that. But the only way that we can do that is to put the power back in our own hands and stop giving it away to corporations and governments. And so we can learn how to do that, to put the powers back in our hands where the power is supposed to be, all right? If we can do that, then we control our own destiny. We control our own destiny, and that's the key. So that's why we've collaborated with other platforms, and some of the platforms that we've collaborated with is Dynamic Trio. Dynamic Trio has a trilogy of corporations, or a trilogy of platforms, I should say, that are helping people to raise funds for whatever they need to raise funds for, okay, through crowdfunding. All right? Powerful, powerful concept. I really encourage you to take a look at the platform that they have called Fund Me 24/7. Take a look at how that works, okay? Because it's very similar to 14 Eagles, and they're going in the same direction that 14 Eagles goes in as well. All right, so we're very proud of that. We're very proud to work side by side with Dynamic Trio and their platform Fund Me 24/7. Also, they have Feed Me 24/7, which is a feeder system for the Fund Me 24/7. All right, and so it all works synergistically with one another, and it's all about creating a crowdfunding concept to where we can all help each other financially. Okay, to raise funds for whatever you need to raise funds for. All right, because the whole idea here is for us to be able to dream again. Dream about the things that you always wanted to do, the things that you always wanted to accomplish in life. All right, because see, if we do this, then there's nothing that can stop us from doing that can stop us from the dreams that we have. And so if we work together, we can all achieve our dreams. That's what it's all about. Then we have cutting-edge techno solutions. I really encourage you to check this out, okay? Because this company, Cutting-Edge Techno Solutions, which is SETS for short, is building communities from the ground up, literally. They are literally doing that. You know, brick by brick, wood by wood, you know, hammer for hammer. You know, they're literally building it from the ground up. Okay, and they're going to be doing it all across the country and all in other countries as well. All right, they already have a $1 billion budget project that's going on right now in the country. Powerful, powerful stuff. And they're taking the people in the community and training them on how to build their own community. Powerful. So check out what they're doing, because whatever they're doing, there's a place for you there as well. Okay? We're here to work together. No matter how big or small, we're here to work together. And then also we have the hyper community, dealing in hyperverse. We really want you to really take a look at this, because we're going into a new age here. You know, the crypto age is here. The blockchain era has arrived. Okay, and it's just getting started. Okay, and as far behind as most people think they are, they're really not that far behind. It's just getting started. And you're talking about a multi-billion-dollar industry, is the crypto industry. Okay, going into the trillions. So understand, the sky's the limit. Okay, and so we want to get ahead of the curve when it comes to the blockchain technology. And this is one of the ways to do it, and one of the ways to learn it, where you can earn while you learn and don't have to worry about if your money is going to go down the tubes, okay? So it's one thing to earn money, but it's another thing to learn how to keep it. Make sense? So we encourage you to take a look at that. And we have other partners that are coming on board as well that we're going to be working with. See, 14 Eagles is more than just a gifting platform. More than just a gifting platform. We are a community, a global community, okay? And so now we want you to take a look at our platform, our gifting platform. And if you come to our community website on www.14eaglesden.com, you'll see our video presentation for our platform, okay? We really encourage you to take a look at the platform and see if it's something that you want to get involved with. All right, it's literally minimum out of pocket, okay, to get started here, because all you're doing is helping others. That's what it's all about. So come here to look at the video, and this is what you'll see. Welcome to 14 Eagles. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to describe a program that provides like-minded people from all walks of life the opportunity to help one another. 14 Eagles is not a business. It's not a corporation. It's not a network marketing organization. Rather, it's a private, invitation-only, global community of people who believe in the principle that by helping others, in that process, we help ourselves. That's the premise of 14 Eagles. As we give, so shall we receive. 14 Eagles commonly uses a unique online gifting platform that allows members to come together for mutual interest, commitment, and prosperity. When we join 14 Eagles, we enter into the first step of that process. We're invited to freely send a $2 gift to each of 3 people whose names are presented to you for a total of $6. We now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $2, totaling $28. Of that $28, we keep $7 as our harvest and hold on to $21 for step 2. In step 2, you're invited to freely send a $7 gift to each of 3 people whose names are presented to you for a total of $21. You now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $7, totaling $98. You keep $8 as your harvest and add that to your previous harvest of $7 and hold on to $90 for step 3. Step 3, you're invited to send a $30 gift to each of 3 people whose names are presented to you for a total of $90. You now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $30, totaling $420. You keep $120 as your harvest and add that to your previous harvest total and hold on to $300 for step 4. Now for step 4, you're invited to freely send a $100 gift to each of 3 people whose names are presented to you for a total of $300. You now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $100, totaling $1,400, of which you keep $800 as your harvest. You can see how your harvest is growing. You hold on to $600 for step 5, where you're invited again to freely send a $200 gift to each of 3 people whose names presented to you for a total of $600. You now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $200, totaling $2,800, of which you keep $2,050 as your harvest and hold on to $750 for step 6. Step 6, the final step, you're invited to freely send a $250 gift to each of the 3 people whose names that are presented to you for a total of $750. You now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $250, totaling $3,500. You hold $750 for repeating step 6 and keep $2,750 as your harvest for a total harvest of $5,735 from a one-time initial gift of just $6. You can also send and receive additional gifts by re-entering and cycling through each step. For example, by re-entering step 1, where you send a $2 gift to 3 people, by cycling through that step, you have the potential to receive $22 in gifts over and over. Likewise, by recycling step 2, you have the potential to receive $77 in gifts over and over again. That principle applies to each step. By cycling through each step, you can receive $6,380 in gifts over and over, in addition to the $5,735 in gifts you receive through your initial progression through your 6 steps. One of the first questions we receive is, how do I position myself to send and receive these gifts? Well, I encourage you to contact the person who introduced you to 14 Eagles, and he or she, if they haven't already, will provide you with their website address, 14eagles.com/ and their username. In it, you will find an outline that will walk you through the process to becoming a 14 Eagles member. It's a very simple process that begins with registering for a Cash App account. Cash App is our payment processor, which allows us to seamlessly and in real time send and receive gifts. Once you have established and funded your Cash App account, you can join 14 Eagles by completing a very short template. Then send your gift to 3 people whose names are presented to you in your website, and introduce 14 Eagles to 2 people who do exactly what you just did. Register for a Cash App account, join 14 Eagles, give 3 people $2 each, and introduce the program to 2 like-minded people who do the same thing you just did. That's how you build your 14 Eagles nest. These are the people who follow you from step 1 through step 6. It all began with a very simple 4-step process. As I mentioned earlier, 14 Eagles is not a business. We're not selling anything. We're not asking anybody to change their behavior. We are merely presenting a program to our friends and family members that allows us to freely send a $2 gift to 3 people with the potential to be blessed to the tune of thousands of dollars each month. Thank you for your time, and again, I urge you to contact the person who introduced you to 14 Eagles. God bless. All right, so there you have it. That's our 14 Eagles platform in a nutshell. And once you understand how that platform works, we encourage you to come down, and right below the video here on our community website, with on the 14 Eagles video tab, is all the instructions on how to get started into the platform. All the instructions. If you follow these instructions verbatim, you shouldn't have any problem at all getting started. Okay? To get with the person that invited you, and they will help walk you through this process. It's not very difficult at all. But if you do run into a problem, then there's a way to contact us, and we will help get you situated through any problems that you may have in this situation. Right? But the platform is only as powerful as the community itself. And this is what we try to get people to see all the time. Okay? Unlike other gifting platforms out there, 14 Eagles is based on community, not the money. Understand what I'm saying here, okay? See, a lot of platforms out there, they emphasize everything on the money. You have gifting platforms out there today that, anywhere from $50, $100, $200, $500, $1,000. I've seen some for $5,000. Their emphasis is on the money, and I get it. I get the idea of the money part of it, okay? Because let's face it, people are hurting financially right now, okay? The way the times are right now, not just in this country but around the world, people are hurting for money. People need to put food on the table, keep their bills paid. Okay, we understand that. But to what extent are people going to chase money like this? Okay, because if you put money out there like that, sooner or later you end up hurting yourself financially. Why? Because it's not based upon the community itself. It's all about the money. Our philosophy is let's gear everything towards the community, towards the people. Because the people are the ones who make it happen, not the money. The money is just a tool. The money is just a tool that we use to do what we want to do, correct? But the people are the energy behind the tool. And without the people, there is no energy, and the tool just sits there. Does that make sense? So, you know, a lot of people look at 14 Eagles, they say, well, dag, $2. I can't make any money with $2. How am I going to make money with just $2? A $2 gift. Okay, I hear that all the time. Well, see, this is why we want you to change the way you think. Okay? We want you to expand your conscious awareness. That's where we always start at, right there. Change the way we think and expand our conscious awareness. Because, see, coming here to 14 Eagles platform, we don't make money, first of all. So that's another thing that we have to wrap around our minds. We don't make money at 14 Eagles. We literally give it away. We're giving it away because it's more powerful to give it away. You see? You give it away because that's going to bless somebody else. Okay? They're not taking it from you. They're receiving it from you. It's all about how you look at it. Okay? So, let's have a little fun with this. You know, small things turn into big things. And I don't know if you've ever seen the concept of taking a penny and doubling a penny every day. Have you ever seen that? Check this out.
Reach their fortunes. In order to do this, I want you to pretend that I can grant you one wish from two choices. Choice one is this: I will give you $1 million. Or choice two is that you get 1 cent that doubles every day for 31 days. On top of that, you have to drive 1 hour north to meet a friend of mine named Vendela. She will double your cent and give you 2 cents, and then you have to drive all the way back home. Then on day 2, you take your 2 cents back to Vendela, and she doubles your 2 cents and gives you 4 cents, and then you drive back. Will you do this every day for 31 days? Which would you choose? $1 million or 1 cent doubled every day? Well, as a factory worker, it wasn't even a contest. $1 million for me, please. Who wants to run around for pennies? Here is where we find out that ignorance is not bliss. If you have a calculator, you can follow along and check it out for yourself. In day 1, you have 1 cent. Day 2, you double it and you have 2 cents. Day 3, you double it, you get 4 cents. That doubles and becomes 8 cents, and by the 10th day, you'll have $5.12. How embarrassing if you took the penny a day. Let's look at the 11th day. $5.12 doubles and becomes $10.24, then it doubles and becomes $20.48, and then it doubles and becomes $40, and in the 20th day, that doubles and becomes $5,242.88. Well, it's still not looking too good if you chose the penny. But what happens in the 21st day? 5,000 doubles and becomes 10,000, 10 doubles and becomes 20, and on the 28th day, $671,000 doubles and becomes $1.3 million. But wait a minute, we didn't agree to 28 days. We agreed to 31 days. And so on the 29th day, 1.3 doubles becomes 2.6 million. And 30th day, 2.6 million becomes 5.3 million. And in the final day of our agreement, day 31, $5,368,709.12 doubles, which is $10,737,418.20. Now who's laughing all the way to the bank? This is what the smartest man in the world, Albert Einstein, said when he was asked what he thought was one of the most powerful things on earth. He said that the 8th wonder of the world was compound interest. And so here's how we can make compound interest work for you.
All right. Small things turn into big things. But guess what? It's all about the community. Okay? The tool just sits there until you use it. You follow me? This, we're trying to change the way people think. We're hoping that people get it. We really do. Because guess what? Money is not our issue. This is what we're trying to get you to see here at 14 Eagle. Money is not our issue. Our issue is us. We have to learn a way to come together, to work with one another, and put our talents together. And guess what? we can manifest as much money as we want. That's the power that we have. And this is what we're trying to get people to see here at 14 Eagles. It's not about the money. It's about the community. It's about the people in the community. All around the world. Can you imagine what we can do if we all came together? Can you imagine how the governments around the world will have to bow down to the people if the people just came together? Does that make sense to you? Okay? We just don't know the power that we have. But guess what? Money, we know money is coming. We know it's coming because we're building a community. And we're getting the right people together to make this money come to us. See, we're not here to chase the money. We're here for the money to chase us. Okay? And if we build this community, the money will hunt us down. Okay? So we're keeping it fun. We're going to learn from one another. We're going to change the way that we think. We're going to expand our consciousness. And we're going to understand everything that's going on around us so we can make proper decisions for us and our families. Does that make sense? So just to close this out, I'm going to go to my #1 tune on the charts, okay? Because, see, I'm not worried about money because I know it's coming. I know it's coming because we're doing what it takes for it to come, okay? Helping each other, working with one another. That's what it's all about. So for the #1 song, we're going to leave with the #1 song on the chart. Money is coming to me.
Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe. Money keeps coming to me. It's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, come on, come on. The universe is working for me, and working. I can just feel it. I believe it's working for me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. More than enough to live, more than enough to give, more than enough to share. Feel like it's already here. More than enough to shout, more than enough to drop, more than enough to save. Plenty left over to give away. Money is coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, come on, come on. The universe is working for me, and working. I can just feel it. And I believe it's working for me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Well, more than enough to live, more than enough to give, more than enough to share. I feel like it's already here. More than enough to shout, more than enough to drop, more than enough to save, with plenty left over to give away. Money is coming to me. I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now, and I'm not worried about how. Oh yeah, money is coming to me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I believe it, I can just feel it, and I believe it's coming to me now, and I'm not worried. Feel like it's already here. Come on.
Oh, man, that's my favorite song. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All right, all right. Well, that's our presentation for tonight. For those of you that were able to make it, hey, look, you could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here, and we really, really appreciate that. For those that could not come, that's okay. We record these calls every week, and we send them out. So get them to your friends and family that can't make it. Let them see what 14 Eagles is really all about, okay? Let them see what we're trying to do to make a future for everyone, okay, as we work together to do this. All right, and now, without further ado, I want to bring up our fearless leader. Greg, are you open?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, loud and clear.
Oh, great presentation. I love it. I love it. I'm telling you, family, like I said, I know I keep saying this, but let your friends and family come here. You cannot explain the power of what this is. They need to see it for themselves. You know, this is probably the most powerful gifting platform that's ever been around. You know, a lot of platforms like this have come and gone, but we have stood the test of time. We've been here. We're not going anywhere because our platform is not about the dollars and cents. It's about you and I. It's about coming together, loving each other, giving up our, fear of being able to trust one another again. And that's what we want you to understand. The money, the gifts, that's going to come. Like Brian says, it's going to come. The only thing that's missing right now is you. That's what we need to come. We need the people to come who want to be of like minds, like souls and like spirits, so we can pull this off. Because the only way we can do this is we have to do it together. Okay, so come on, bring your friends and family, man. We're here for them.
All right, fantastic, fantastic. And again, we're here every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All you got to do is come to the community website located at www.14eaglesden.com. Click on the Contact Us tab, and you can click right on the link and come on right on into the webinar. See what we do. And then if you can't come to the webinar, you can also call in. Okay, and the call-in number is right there on the page. Just dial those numbers and come on in, and you can hear what we talk about. And then also, if you have any questions, you can email us at controltower@14eaglesden.com, or you can call us at our member service number 301-684-1216. Okay, we're a gifting platform that has a member service number. I get that all the time when I talk to people on the phone. They're like, "Tag, I didn't think nobody would answer," or they say, "I didn't think I'd get a call back. I'm surprised you called." Yeah, we call you, and yeah, we do answer the phone sometimes. So, look, we're here for you. We're looking to work with you. We're going to build this thing up. Whether you come or not, we still gonna get it done. Okay, we're not chasing money. We're making the money chase us. Okay, so if you can understand that concept, and if you like working with others and helping others, and you don't mind people helping you, then you're at the right place at the right time. Okay, this is perfect timing. That's what it's all about. So again, we thank you, and we look forward to seeing you next week. So let me do